Hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new starter set unboxing. We've got the Fallout TTRPG starter set here for you today, and we're gonna break it down. First in our starter set breakdown, we've got to check out what's actually in it. Like 3 D20s in here, and one of these D20s just happens to be a location dice for body parts. We've also got 4 D6s in the Fallout style, and I'll try to get a little bit of a close-up for that one right there. That's about the best I can do with an autofocus. After that, you will see something cool in the box like these tokens right here. These are going to be for your action points or just currency within the game, because everybody knows the bottle cap currency in Fallout if you've ever played the video game. And then something else you'll find in the box here is going to be the character sheets. You've got a lot of variety when you can look through ghouls, super mutants, humans, and even a Mr. Andy. But of course, all of that brings us to the most important things in the starter set, and that's going to be the adventure and our guide rules book. First, let's go over the rules book for a minute. This is going to lay out a bunch of different things within the game's rules, like mutations, radiations, your hit dice for your specific limbs and yourself. It's also going to go over the action points. So there's a lot of different things that might go into this TTRPG compared to D&D or other things like that. But hopefully I'm going to go over all the differences by the end of this video. And this adventure book right here is really cool. It's Once Upon a Time in the Wasteland. But once you start reading it, you'll realize that it's Once Upon a Time in the Commonwealth, which is pretty cool because it takes place sometime between Fallout 3 and 4. So that's what's in the box. And for the price of, I'll put it up right over here, it's actually a really decent deal. You get some accessories, which doesn't happen in a lot of the starter sets, a very nicely done adventure book and rules book as well. But let's get into the nitty-gritty. What is the Fallout TTRPG? How do you play, and why do you want to play it? So let's go a little bit deeper into this right here. We're going to be talking about a quick overview of the adventure, and I think a really great way to do that is to look at the adventure book. This is a nice adventure, and we're going to go through this non-spoiler review as best I can to see if you guys think you might recognize or want to play this adventure as well. The adventure book for the campaign takes place in a nuclear wasteland of the Commonwealth, where a group of strangers uncovers a valuable discovery, but also attacks dangerous enemies. The region's fate rests on whether or not the group is able to become a beacon of hope, or do they take the spoils for themselves. Players must work together to explore a mysterious pre-era war vault, where they rescue a dying scientist who asks them to deliver a message to a man in Diamond City. They're going to learn the game mechanics as they progress through this adventure, so there's no need to have an introduction. You can just sit down and play. But in the second part of this campaign, the players are going to experience more exploration of the wasteland, encountering wild animals and feral ghouls and other dangers as they search for Micah and Clemens. They must travel through a deadly sewer to ultimately reach Diamond City. Here they're going to interact with the city's residents who are also searching for Clemens. Once they find him, he leads them to Micah's underground bunker outside the city, where they are going to discover the Garden of Eden creation kit, or GEC for short. This device is capable of transforming a large area of the wasteland into a self-sufficient settlement, and in all of this, the players are going to learn new combat rules and use them to survive the coming battles and betrayals. In the final act of our story, the players must decide how far they are willing to go to become the hero. And really, in the end, this will introduce the players to have a way to craft and create their own settlement in the wasteland. Like I said earlier, this does take place between Fallout 3 and 4, but experienced game masters will be able to place this specific story in any of their campaigns. Overall, this story is an exciting adventure where the players shape the future of the wasteland. The game mechanics are introduced gradually, allowing new players to learn as they go. Overall, the campaign is an exciting journey through the post-apocalyptic wasteland, where the players' decisions shape the future of the wasteland. The exploration of the wasteland provides a diverse range of challenges, from wild animals to insects, keeping the players engaged and on their toes. The ultimate discovery of the Gek provides a powerful incentive for the players to strive for a better future. Ultimately, the campaign is a thrilling adventure that will leave the players eager for more. The pre-generated characters include a variety of races, including humans, ghouls, super mutants, and even a Mr. Handy. The characters are fully fleshed out and ready to play, allowing the players to just jump right in without having to create a character. The Nuka-Cola caps are a super fun and interesting way to track action points or currency. I just wish they were real Nuka-Cola caps. So we got to talk about the action points for a minute. They're really important in the Fallout role-playing game. Action points determine the number of actions a character can take within a turn, such as special movement, shooting, or using even special abilities. The hit dice system is another crucial aspect of the Fallout TTRPG, with some of the dice being labeled with certain body parts and your body parts being labeled with a health total. This system adds a new level of strategy to combat and where you should protect and where you should aim. The VAT system, or Vault-Tec assisted targeting system, is a unique aspect of the Fallout role-playing game, and if you've ever played the Fallout video game, you'll probably use it. This system allows the target to pause the game, kind of, just so it can aim specifically at what body part you're trying to target. Mutations and radiation will always play a role in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, and that's no different here. Some mutations could affect a player's stats, abilities, and some characters may even gain mutations that could end up being a massive drawback. It adds an extra layer of complexity to character creation and character consequence. As far as equipment and weapons go in Fallout, it's pretty standard. You're gonna notice normal things like guns, energy weapons, and the like, but you can also equip yourself with several different kinds of equipment like medical supplies and miscellaneous items such as lockpicks or even traps. To ensure a smooth gameplay, the game master might want to read both books, but the players aren't really required to read anything. Just hand them a character and let them go. You might want to discuss the themes and settings within the Fallout role-playing game and make sure that's okay with everybody at your game though. For those that are interested in the Fallout role-playing game, if you're a fan of the Fallout video game series, then you're probably a fan of this tabletop role-playing game. And if you are looking for other similar role-playing games that have maybe a more fleshed out post-apocalyptic role-playing system, let me direct you to Gamma World. It's a post-apocalyptic RPG that's a good mix of sci-fi and fantasy. Another option would be Rifts, a multi-genre RPG that's set in a world torn apart by dimensional rifts. But if you're a little bit more like the cyberpunk kind of guy, then boy do I think you'll like Shadowrun. It takes place in a dystopian future where magic and technology coexist. But also if you're looking for kind of a satirical game, check out Paranoia, where the player characters take on the role of troubleshooters working for a totalitarian government. That sounds pretty interesting. Savage Worlds is another RPG that can be adapted to almost any setting, just like a post-apocalyptic future. And last but not least, you've gotten Mutant Year Zero. This is another RPG that's got mutants running around the wider land, and humans are desperate for survival. The Fallout role-playing game offers an exciting and immersive experience for players looking to experience the wasteland. The pre-generated characters and the Nuka-Cola caps kind of make it easy to just jump right in and play for anyone without any background, and a really easy story to follow that makes the players learn the mechanics as they progress through the story. I cannot give enough praise to the book Once Upon a Time in the Commonwealth. This starter set right here is great for shaking up the pace of your normal play session. If you guys think trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic dystopian future might be something to have fun with for a couple of hours, then look no further than the ruins of Boston, Massachusetts, where players are gonna enjoy exploring the wasteland in this Fallout themed adventure. But that's what I got for you, everybody. If you liked that one, don't forget to give it a like, comment, or subscribe. And I will see you all later. I do want to make sure I keep up the tradition, so I've already got the box open, and here's what we've got, everybody. This thing looks awesome. This crazy looking vine monster, the Ophalap. I guarantee I said that wrong. We've got another one of these Absalom Watchers. Really adding up my policeman collection. And over here's the rat folk. I can't say I've ever played with any rat folk, but this will give me an excuse to do so. And another Draugr Bombardier. So he's about to throw a grenade. This is pretty cool. I've got like, I don't know, maybe 5 Draugrs by now, so it's about time I make a unit for them. But if you guys had some fun, make sure to give it a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you later.